I try not to be the pessimist, but I just see the future of this being very, rich versus poor. Have you ever seen the movie Ready Player One?
No.
And Mary, what do you do?
This keeps happening to us.
What do you like? I didn't even go that far. This is like 4 years ago movie. Anyway, really? It's a good movie. It's a good movie. But they show society living in virtual reality, and their homes they living in boxes.
Okay.
And it's the dichotomy between the wealthy and like Hunger Games.
Right.
That really depicts wealth versus the poor masses. Yeah. And I think AI will contribute significantly to this because so many jobs will be displaced.
Yeah.
But have you imagined, to me, what do I think that looks like in a short amount of time and what I'm concerned with? Like, here's how I have to look at it. I'm a business owner. Part of what I do, a lot of what I do is retail, whether it's food and beverage, cannabis, clothing, that's all retail. And retail, a lot of it is experience. But I want you to come out and my revenues are not derived from Amazon Marketplace. Like, I'm not creating a product and exclusively just putting it into online sales. So I want you to come in. My concern is if, you're in an apartment and you've got an AI chef and you want a burger from Au Cheval. I mean, right now you could just order it on Uber Eats, but let's just say that, your chef can pretty much do anything I could do in my restaurants, right? I go out to restaurants because I don't know how to cook. So I can't cook if I want to experience it, I have to go out there. If I had a chef, a robot that could make anything I wanted, and copying their recipes, maybe I wouldn't go out. Maybe that takes away from it. If in the nightclub business, a large part of that is people want to meet. And yeah, they want to dance and they want to blow off steam, but they want to meet. And I imagine that as a result of my nightclubs, people have had sleepovers with others that they just met earlier in the night. But if at home you've got a robot that is the person of your dreams and it will do anything you want it to do, maybe it limits the desire and need to go out and experience. And so, they're talking about displacement of like accountants, and they're talking about displacement, of certain industries and construction and, truck drivers. But I for me, it's way more than that. Yeah. It's displacement of lifestyle. It's displacement of industry. And then, just like kids today, by kids, I mean children, always having the iPad in front of them, like always. Their parents just, here, take this, always, and they spend 6 hours. It becomes a part of their identity, and that we all know, we would all agree with the premise that that's probably going to shape the type of person you get, as 100%. Opposed to being thrown outside and like, go play, go get into trouble. Yeah. Be home when the street lamp goes out. Yeah. Your butt better be back on the porch. Well, I can imagine that children and kids growing up in an AI world where it's going to genetically change, not genetically, literally, but it's going to change the way that their personality and culture is.